two things on the table. One, the point that Leila raised earlier on about youths, the Gen Z, and their role in this election. And then the points made by Honorable Rotimi Adebare.
I mean, for the youth, I'm happy for them to get involved in anything they want to get involved to, especially politics. I mean, including politics. And I think they need to learn that from the onset, out of 18 candidates, only one is going to win. They need to continue to believe that you do not vote for people because they can win, you vote for people because they should win. You don't start from the fact that I'm going to vote for this person or he won't win. No. They need to discover a sense of self where your one vote, you hold on to it very jealously. And you know that your vote, I have voted against people before and I framed my vote, knowing that the day will come, I'll say, oh, that day I voted against you, I voted for you. You know, they need to value self that much. You see, but above all, for a country like Nigeria, I would want our youth to move away from believing that politics is the answer to everything. I would want our youth to acquire skills, and develop their skills in art and science, in innovation, in business and trade, and then become solution finders for the problem of the country. Later this year, my center is going to be holding a festival of ideas. And part of what I would like people to come up with is how to address issues, including how to make sure elections are not rigged, in which thinkers can come together and look at it step by step and make the ideas available to government. I think that is where youth should disrupt the system with constructive ideas, out of which they can make fame and fortune for themselves as well, not keep following the partisan politician. Politics is very important, but it's not the beginning and end of the world. You know, life continues and many things happen. Systems and countries that rely so much on politics are systems that do not have great minds to think. And there's one thing that we need to say, where we need to understand that we really need to get out of where we are, is that Nigeria has a strange story of individual triumph and collective tragedy. Because if you go to courses around the world where they treat things like corruption, where logistics are treated, people with Nigerian origin, they actually excel because they know problems. They understand how it can be difficult to make things happen because they've lived in situations where we have compounded elements, compounded problem we have to deal with. Doing it in Nigeria is the problem. So I think we need to turn that around. The idea of Nigerians going abroad to go and study elections sounds good in theory, but I'm just thinking of the cost of traveling allowance, that they start paying people to start to travel again. Most INEC people know these things. Most of them have done short courses abroad. Courses are there, books are there for them to see. Common sense is there. And I think Nigeria can actually teach the world on how to manage these corrupt practices. Exactly, how to read. The other thing about the youth, we were saying, you know, it is true. Professor Akintera was mentioning the fact that the hegemony of the APC PDP is now over. But the truth is, it's not the first time in Nigeria. You know, students of history or political history will know that in 1979, 1983, we had a situation where we had four possible parties: the NPP, the UPN, the NPN, and the PRP. So, whilst history is not the same, I am not so awed about what is going on in this situation now, because some of us have seen it before, and those who haven't seen it can read about it and should read about it. So, the new NNPP is a remnant of PRP, which got its power then. I tell you more. Contrary to what people will remember, there was even GNPP that won a couple of states as well. So it is not the first time we have this, but let's see how it goes. It just shows you that you matter, your vote matter, and you can't make a difference. Nobody owes hegemony.
Well, thank you. Yes. Well, we have to bring in the guest who is ready in the Abuja studio, and his name is Afolabi Adekaya Oja, who is a researcher and development analyst at the Center for Democracy and Development, CDD. Good to have you on the program, Afolabi Adekaya Oja. We've been waiting, actually.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, but here you are. Yesterday, the CDD issued a preliminary report. And then since then, there have been other developments. We have elections, rescheduled elections going on in 141 polling units of Bayelsa and also elsewhere in Delta State. The INEC chairman this afternoon declared open the collation center, and we're told that by 6 o'clock, that collation center will reconvene and will be officially open. There have been issues about portal, reporting of results, uploading of results in the INEC portal. As the CDD issued another report. While you tell us about that, before you joined us, Leila Johnson Salami, addressed the point about the role of youths in this electoral process on the basis of what we saw.